is working. If not, then I guess this is going to be like a quiet stream. I only play Fortnite with my friend, just like my one friend. I don't play it alone or with anyone else because I am really bad at it. Like, I'm probably the worst Fortnite player ever. According to my friend anyway, and I'm pretty sure like this is just proof of that. One time a chicken killed me. A chicken. So yeah. Anyways, first of all, welcome. Sorry. My name is Amy or Amanda, and I'm doing this for fun. Like the last live that I did was of Detroit Become Human, and I got like 5 views on that, but I was okay with it because it is what it is, you know. Anyways, it's currently I by the way I live in Florida, but it's currently 12:35 a.m. and normally I will be in bed right now, but I am not. So yeah. How do I? Okay. I guess we're playing solo. I We'll see how this goes. Wait. Um, I'm still getting used to this new. What's it called? This new thing. Okay. Should be here maybe. There we go. I always have like a randomized one. I think it might be this one. Yeah, except this is not randomized for whatever reason. I don't know why. Alright. So, I will try to keep my voice low. Because people are sleeping right now. And I know they're gonna hear me. Somebody's gonna come knocking on my door being like, girl, you need to be quiet. So, oh, absolutely not. I'm so sorry that I did that to myself. Ma'am. Okay, that's better. Oh, man. Hey, baby. My cat's here with me. He doesn't really meow unless he's like desperate for attention. Um, so, hi. You're so cute. He is the cutest cat to ever like exist. So yeah. Anyways, this is my first and probably only in a Fortnite video. It won't be that long, I hope. Maybe I'll play like 2 games and then get off because it's not fun to play this game by myself. It's never been fun. So yeah. Hello. You're so cute. Hi, baby. My cat's name is Cookie, and he is the cutest prince in the whole world, and I love him. And now he's just laying on my leg. Hi. I was a little upset with him earlier because he ruined one of my books, my current read. Which, if you guys haven't read A Court of Thorns and Roses, that's the first book of the whole series. I'm on the second book. I recommend it. It's the first book I got it, and it was hard to get through. I think I spent like 3 months or something trying to get like through the book. I don't know why, but I got stuck on chapter 32 for like a month. I just couldn't get past it, but I finally did, and I don't want to do spoilers, but first book I was obsessed with family, and then second book happened, and you know, things. So yeah, and if you guys really like fantasy, romance, and stuff like that, I would 100% recommend Fourth Wing. That is my favorite book in the whole world. So good. Fourth Wing, Iron. Oh my god, I forgot the name of the second one. The second book, I forgot the name of it, but yeah. Anyways, I want to go to a place where, ooh, this is great for me. I haven't been here yet, so let's probably go here. Let's just bring her. Okay. But yeah, Fourth Wing, oh my gosh, amazing. And if you don't want spoilers of the Fourth Wing, I recommend you just skip forward to like, I don't know, or like just get off the video. But in the first book of the entire series, which is the series where Fourth Wing, where Fourth Wing belongs, or whatever. In that first book, we get to, it's all about like I think it's all about world building, getting to know the characters. So it tells you everything that you need to know about dragons, like each dragon. It tells you about the setting of the story about the main character and how she struggles. She has a condition, like a physical condition, and I forgot what the name of that condition is, but that the main character has it, which I thought was, I mean, obviously it's not like, oh my god, it's cool, like that condition's cool. It's just cool that there's representation for something like that in that book. I like that there's subtle LGBT representation. I wish it was more talked about, but I think it's like pretty good if I'm being honest. Like I'm not going to like super complain about that. I forgot that you can. I completely just got rid of that. Oops. I forgot that you can actually run while you drink your stuff. So let me take this. Let me say a circle. My thing never marks, so I'm gonna run over here. Hopefully that works. Um. Anyway, so yeah, in the first book, basically, we get to know her and we get to know like all the ups and downs of her proving herself to others and how she can be strong enough to be there, especially who I thought was going to be the main love interest. His name is Dane. I thought that they were gonna end up together, but the whole entire book I was like, shut the f up, bro, like shut up, shut your mouth. It was so annoying because I was waiting for him to be like, you know what, you got this, but no, he basically underestimated her the entire time. Like he didn't give her the benefit of the doubt. He didn't let her like explore or like at least try. um I do understand that he was like, I think isn't there like evil people on this boat or something? I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like evil people here. Maybe not. So far there's nothing. So maybe this is good. Oh my god, I heard someone. I'm moving. Goodbye. I'm taking this. Let's just go. Okay. So basically, yeah, so that's the first book with this guy who actually does, it's not like the love interest of the characters. The main character's name is Violet. This is this book is about like lovers to enemies. I mean, lovers to enemies. Oh my gosh, that would be interesting. No, enemies to lovers, and I absolutely love that. It's my favorite trope ever. Like if they hate each other, that's exactly what I want. So this book is definitely not for underage folks because it has some like steamy stuff that I am pretty certain that young people shouldn't read. So I don't recommend it for children for sure. Obviously, everybody knows that. But yeah. I'm like, I have ADHD and also I'm like running on little sleep. I didn't sleep well yesterday. Is this good? What is that? This looks like it could be good. Should I just like take it? Oh, it is a shotgun. Okay. Why not? Alright. So yeah, I'm running on little sleep, so I keep like forgetting what I want to say. That's on me. My bad. Okay, where should we go? Let's say 66, 65? 65 people left. Okay. Oh my goodness. Anyways, let's keep talking about this book. This book is like, it basically have me in a shock. When I finished reading the second book, I felt so empty. I was like, what the F? And when I went on Google to look for the release date for the third book in the series, she hasn't even started writing the third book. I am so like, I was so sad. I literally cried. But in the first book, we get to learn secrets. Like, there's actually like some evil people called Venom, and then they have this like sort of mutant dragon things called Wyvern. I don't know. They look a little funny to me, but so in the first book, she she has this book that her dad gave her because she was studying to become I don't want to say the word librarian, but like sort of like a librarian or like a history keeper sort of person. My brain is not working right now. I promise you, I've read this book 2 times. My brain is not working. But she was starting to become that, so obviously like she knew about this. I think she called it a fable book, so obviously like it wasn't real. It was just like fantasy or whatever, and she knew it was fantasy. But whenever she would bring it up to people, like the people who she was with in this place, like the college that she got into, they were they all knew the stories because as children they were told the stories, right? Like they were told that if you don't do this, you know, the vending and the wyvern are gonna come get you, kind of like the boogeyman or whatever. So sort of like that. So everybody knew about the storybooks, but like nobody believed it because, you know, whatever. As adults, you don't believe that stuff. So, but she had a copy of this book. That's the only thing that she brought with her to a school, I think. I think. But she went to a library, it wasn't there. Nobody ever heard of a copy of this book. Only her and her dad had it. Which she thought it was weird. So the whole thing just kept coming back to that. And in the first book, we find out. I don't want that. In the first book, we basically find out that there is sort of like a secret rebellion group meeting together. The book is so complicated. There's so many storylines, and it's hard doing this and telling the book. It's really hard. I'm chasing this light that I see. I'm guessing it's just like the sun or something. I don't fucking. That's not the sun. It's like dark out. What am I talking about? I don't know what that was. It was weird. So far, no one. Anyways, so yeah, 100% recommend the book. The book is long. Like it's like 500 plus pages or something. I swear. And then, the other book that I would recommend is shorter. I think it's like 300 something pages, so it's a little easier to read. At least for me, that was the first book that I bought, and the first book that I like fully read. That I was like, you know, because before that I would just read like random books that I would find on like Wattpad. Yeah, I would read fan fiction too, but like, chickens. No, I'm running. But also like people who wrote books on Wattpad, like just no fandom, just a book. So I would always read those, and that was fine. But then after I bought this book because I saw it on TikTok, I was like, and now that's all I do. I don't even want to know about Wattpad anymore. I just want to buy books. So anyways, the book that I'm talking about, because I keep talking about it but I don't even tell you the name, it's called Lilac by Alex Astor, and it's really good. To summarize the best that I can, the book, I think I'm going straight into the storm. The book, nice drop here. What's down here? Water, perfect. I don't think it did fall damage from that anyway. Let me from the storm. Wait, can I like? Yeah, I can. Basically, the book is about this island that is under a curse, and every 100 years it comes out of the curse, and there is I think it's 6 rulers. I don't remember the exact number. 6 rulers of 6 different like kingdoms, and they have to come to this island to compete to win to break their curse, right? So anyways, the main character's name, her name is Isla. I think I'm saying that. I don't know if it's Isla or Isla. Why do you left that there? It's weird. I don't know why it took me so long to do. Anyway, so she has been trained her whole life by not her parents. Her parents are gone, they're dead. And the reason why her parents are dead is because every one of the kingdoms, not just the rulers but like the kingdoms, have every one of the kingdoms have a different curse. So for example, her kingdom's curse is that what they eat is hearts, like human hearts. That's what they eat. And then whoever falls in love with you basically like dies. I'm just trying to generalize it the best that I can. And then I think her dad fell in love with her mom, and then the dad died, and I think the mom either offed herself or she died after. I don't remember exactly what happened, but they're dead. So she has these mentors, these 2 women who basically have taken care of her entire life, and she's a ruler of the Wildens, I think is how you say it. I'm not sure, but that is her. Finish. Yeah, thank you. What's in here? Yes. Watch somebody freaking snipe me, because they would. Because I am not like. Anyways, oh my god, I'm gonna die for sure. Okay, perfect. Just give me this, and can I have that? Also, can I have this? Thank you. And this, and then what is this? Shotgun, perfect. Wait. No. I think I prefer this and this. Perfect. Okay. Anyways. So yeah. So the whole book is just like it's like the betrayal and then the plot twist, and it was so confusing. I don't know how to explain it, but she ends up coming, like she in the book in the beginning we see her like sort of like traveling using something called, I think it's called like a star wand or a star stick or something. I don't remember the exact word, but it's basically this wand that lets you travel through worlds or long distances or whatever. And she's hiding that from her mentors because her entire life she spent being trained specifically for this competition. And she hasn't been let out of like where she lives or anything like that. Like she doesn't have any friends, except we find out she actually does have a friend. And I think her friend belongs to the Starlings, I think it's called. It's basically the Star Kingdom. So there's the what the heck? Get away from me! Not again. Last time she can kill me. There, get away from me. Perfect. I don't want to get muddy either. So yeah, there's the Wildings, the Star, the the Star Kingdom, the Moon Kingdom, the Sun Kingdom, the Sky Kingdom maybe, and I think the last one is like the Night Kingdom or something like that, or Dark Kingdom. I don't remember the exact words. I'm just trying to like give you like a general idea of what each of them is, sort of. But they're all there, after she gets there. She makes friends with with the ruler of the Star Kingdom. And where are you going? Dude, what the fuck? How did he run? You know what? Where'd he go? So confused. I think I'm gonna die for sure now. Whoa, this is a sniper with a shotgun with a snipe thingy? Oh my god. Why is she running so slow? Dude. Where is he? Oh my god, he's like so far away. You know what? He's gone. Forget it. Oh my god, there's somebody behind me. No! I died. Hi, Goofy. Okay, I'm gonna go back to lobby because I'm actually not up to playing this again. I hate this game. Ugh, I hate playing by myself and I suck at the game anyway. It's not for playing. Stop it. So, anyways, definitely recommend Lilac. There's a bunch of plot twists. There is a prophecy that has to be fulfilled, and there is a love triangle. There's also a love triangle in Fourth Wing. So, and by the way, depending on on Lilac, there's like Team Oro, and Oro is the the ruler of the entire like world, but also like the ruler of the Sun Kingdom. And then there is Team Grim, which Grim is the ruler of the Night Kingdom, right? Um, so So there's a second book that came out a couple, like, maybe like a month ago or 2 months ago or something. I already have the book, but I haven't been able to read it. I just, every time I start it, I just literally get stuck and I can't read it. I can't get past it. And the other day, the author posted something on her Instagram. She was like, oh, crying while writing the ending of Nightbane, which is the name of the second book. And I was like, oh my god. And I'm the kind of person that I hate sad stuff. I hate sad endings. I hate anything sad. Like, it makes me really upset, like to the point where I just don't want to like live. So I spoiled myself before reading the second book because I need to make piss. I can't even piss. I need to make peace with this new fact of whatever happens. And I think, I'm not sure, but I think what happens at the end of Nightbane is that she ends up with Otto and not Grim. Which, if I'm being honest, I really liked Otto for her, but also Grim. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's hard to like decide which one, because in the first book, I was 100% sure that like she and Grim were gonna be like, the thing. But then I was like, but Otto is so nice too, you know? And it's the same thing. If you guys read like A Court of Thorns and Roses, OMG, like in the first book, I was so obsessed with Tamlin. And by the way, this whole thing is like filled with spoilers. So if you don't want to get spoiled about the ACOTAR series, like I would just get out of this video. So basically in the first book, I was like so obsessed with Tamlin. I was like, oh my god, like he's so fine. Like, he has this blonde hair and this green eyes. He's wearing this mask and he's like so mysterious or whatever. And the whole book, I was like, oh my god, like I can't wait for them to like be together and like stuff like that. Um, and then she went on the freaking mountain, and all he did was sit there and watch her as she literally suffered. And he was like, no, because I couldn't have done anything. If I tried, you would have died. Yes, sir, if you tried, she would have died. But guess what? Guess who wasn't scared and tried to help her anyway? That's right, the other guy, which I still don't know how to say his name. I think it's Rysand or Rysand. I like Rysand better, so I'm gonna call him Rysand. So anyways, the first book finishes and it's basically her and Tamlin, Farah and Tamlin just like staring at the spring court. And I know for a fact the spring court does not fit her because it doesn't fit me as a reader. So it doesn't fit her, right? So anyways, in the second book, we get kind of like a glance into like her life with Tamlin, or like he proposes to her, they're gonna get married, like the wedding is being planned. But then we also get a lot of red flags, okay? Like he keeps buying her all these pretty dresses, which there's nothing wrong with that. Like, if a man bought me pretty dresses, I will be okay with that. But also, if a man told me like the only thing you can wear are these pretty dresses, I mean, like, I will have a problem with that. He didn't specifically tell her that, but that's what it felt like. Anyway, the point is, he basically just wanted her to stand there and look pretty. Like, that's basically it. And then when she brought up, oh, like, because what about, like, is there any high lady, and he goes, no. Like, he thought it was so ridiculous for a woman to be a ruler of anything or to be a high lady, which, if you don't know, a high lord is basically a ruler of a court. So he is the high lord of spring, therefore the ruler of spring, of the spring court. So that's the way it is. But he's like, a woman in power, you're insane. And when he was like taxing his people, basically, so a certain amount of time they have to come pay tax. Like, every kingdom, every whatever, it's like that. You gotta come pay tax every certain amount of time. If you don't have the tax, there's gonna be consequences. Except she brings up a really important point to him, and she says, we don't need this food, we don't need this, we don't need this. Like, I don't need it, you don't need it, you're basically super rich, we don't need food, we're fine. So why are we going so hard on these people who have nothing to give? Because one of the little, I want to say mermaid people, but I don't know if it's like some sort of fairy, anyway, goes, I have nothing, my pond is like, there's no fish. Because if you don't have gold to give, you give whatever you have, that could be an equal value to gold. So let's say 5 pound of fish equals like one gold coin and he asks for three, then you have to give him like 15 pounds of fish. Basically, that's kind of like the math. And she goes, I have nothing. Like, I can't give you anything. We don't have anything. And so Tamlin basically goes like, oh, if you don't have anything, I'm gonna give you like two sharks. You know, like, you either bring it to me in 3 days, but if you don't, then you better be willing to pay that and then like double of that for the next time we ask you to tax. So basically, like, you either pay up or like, what's up? You know, like, I'm gonna beat you up, kill you, whatever. And Fire wasn't, she wasn't okay with that because it's not her fault. Like, it's not the fairy's fault that she didn't have anything. Her pond dried up. That's not on her. There's nothing she can do. Like, she doesn't even have food for her sisters. You think she's gonna have food to give to you for a stupid tax that you don't even fucking need right now, dude? Anyways, he was like, shh. Like, he basically told her to shut up and stand there because she couldn't have an opinion on this because she didn't understand because blah blah blah. And all she had to do was stand there and like just watch him do his thing. And obviously, my girl was like, F that, because I'm a boss bitch and I don't play that game. So she basically, she goes, oh, I need some air. And she walks outside. She takes off her earrings, her necklace. She takes off her belt made of rubies, things that are worth so much money. She goes, you can have it. She gives it to a mermaid girl. And the mermaid goes like, why? Like what do you want in exchange for this? And Fair goes, I want nothing. I just want you to have it because I don't need it and you need it more than me. And she did that in front of a lot of people. And Tamlin got pissed at her. He's like, how are you gonna do that? Like, whatever. Like, you know, they're gonna see you that you're going against my word or whatever. Like, you can't do it because if I do something like that, then everybody else is gonna expect me to do the same thing. But again, Fairy has a very good freaking point, and that is that we don't fucking need the money or the food. The day that we need the money and the food for whatever, then that's the day that you can ask. And even then, like, what gives you the right, you know? Yeah, because they're staying in your territory. Those are the fairies that help you bloom, okay? Like, whatever. I was so like pissed when that happened. And then she goes, listen, I have powers because what happened in the first book is that Farah, as a human, she was a human. She dies during this. There was this evil girl. Her name was Amarintha. I think that's how you say her name, but I'm not sure. And she had trapped everyone and taken everybody's powers, including Tamlin's and Ryson's powers. And so she had told Tamlin, if you can get one human girl to kill one fairy without being provoked and have hate for fairies in her heart to fall in love with you without you telling her about this, little curse or whatever, then, like, I will forgive, or not forgive, but I will let you and everybody go and my ruling will end. And so she held that curse for 50 years, but Farah wasn't able to say I love you to him even though she fell in love with him, and so it didn't work out. So she ends up going under the mountain where everybody, including Tamlin and Amarintha and then Rice, everybody's under there. She ends up going down there and going in front of Amarintha, and Amarintha goes, you have two choices. Number one, you can go through 3 trials, and if you pass the 3 trials and towards the end, I will let everyone go alive. And then she says the second option is that I will give you a riddle. And if you're able to solve the riddle by the time, like before by the time the trials are done or after, whatever, I will let everybody go immediately. And that was the key word that I didn't even look at that word when I was reading. I was like, oh, whatever. And it wasn't until later that I realized if she passed all of the trials, Amarintha could have waited a million years to let them go because she didn't set a time. Versus if she just like solved the riddle, then she would have let everybody go immediately. So towards the end of all the trials, with Ryson helping her, which they basically made a deal that he will heal her because she was dying after one of the trials, and he was like, okay, so I will make you this deal. You are mine for 1 week of every month for the rest of your life. Not my mind, but like you basically have to come with me, and I will take you, and you have to come with me anywhere I take you, right? And you basically belong to me for that week. Basically, that's what it is, for the rest of your life, and I will heal you. And she said yes to that. So with his help and whatever, she was able to pass all of the 3 trials. But at the end of the third trial was basically killing like three fairies. So she killed the first two fairies, and that shit's like hunting her now. Even now in the second book that I'm reading, she's being hunted by that. And when she goes to kill the third one, it's actually Tamlin who is being held there. And then she's like, "Oh my god, like I can't kill him. Like he's the love of my life, and if I don't kill him, then nobody's gonna go free. But if I kill him, like he's dead, you know?" And then she realizes that one of this fairy people had told her there's a part of the course, of the curse, not course, of the curse that nobody is able to like tell you. Like even now, like I can't tell you what it is. Nobody can talk about it. And basically, Amarantha turned Tamlin's heart into stone, so he can't be stabbed in the heart. Which that was the whole trial, that you were supposed to stab these fairies in the heart. So she stabbed them in the heart, which didn't really kill them because it was made out of stone. And she won the three trials. And then Amarantha goes, "Okay, I see that you won, but guess what? They're not letting go yet because you didn't set a time. And if you had guessed my riddle, I would have let them go immediately, but you didn't. So now we're gonna stay exactly how we are until I say so, because that was the deal." So Ryzen ends up like fighting Amarantha and trying to kill her or whatever. Um, and then what's her name? Thera basically gets beat up by a bunch of people. Not by a bunch, not by a bunch of people. Farah gets beat up by Amarantha, and then Ryzen jumps in to like defend her because hello, and freaking Tamlin just standing there like he doesn't even know. Like I didn't even know what he was doing. I don't remember. And then in through this whole time when Farrah's getting beaten up or whatever, she's going through the riddle in her head, and that's when it clicks and she realizes, "Oh, I know the answer." And she tells Amarantha the answer to the riddle is the word love. It's just love. And so that breaks the curse. Everybody has like their powers back, and then Tamlin ends up destroying Amarantha with his power, but not before Amarantha kills Farah. Her neck snaps and she dies, basically. And Tamlin is like lost in grief, and he's like, "Oh my god, the love of my life, she's gone, whatever." Girl, let me tell you, I was like, so heartbroken. But then every High Lord, all of the High Lords in this world, give a little bit of their magic to fall onto Farah's body so she comes back alive to revive her. Every single one, all of them. So, anyways, the reason why I'm telling you this is going back to the conversation that we're having, because she had asked them, "Oh, like, would I be High Lady if I have these powers?" And he had told her, "No, because there's no High Ladies. You can't do that." And for the longest time, he was denying that she had these powers. He was in denial that she had powers, that she could be more than just a fairy, like a normal one. That she wasn't as powerful as he or whatever, blah blah blah. So that goes because she goes, "Oh, like I need to start training because whether you like it or not, I have these powers, and I need number one to be able to control them, and number two, I just need to train just in case anything happens." And he goes, "Oh, nothing's gonna happen, nothing's gonna happen. And besides, if people see you training, they're going to start questioning if we're really at peace, if war is really done." And she goes, "War is not done," because Ryzen had taken her in the second book. Ryzen took her to his house, and he goes, "Listen, war is not over. This is just the beginning. Like, we have so much ahead of us, and you need to train, whatever." Throughout this whole ordeal, he was like, "No, you can't train. Like, if I'll protect you." And so the whole time, he is just like victimizing himself as like, "Oh, I will be the one protecting you." And she's like, "I understand. He couldn't protect me then, so he wants to protect me now, blah, blah, blah." And then one day, he basically locks her up in the house. He locks her up. Like, she can't get out of there, and she's like dying because she hates being locked up after what happened under the mountain. She wants to be able to roam free without like people breathing down her neck, which is what was happening. And so she's basically in her head like praying, like, "Oh my god, somebody get me out of this, blah blah blah." When she and Ryzen made a deal, they had a bond where they could talk to each other like in the head, sort of. So he heard her and sent somebody to go get her out of that place, out of the house. And once she was out of there, um, the person who took her out was Ryzen's sort of like cousin. More, I think her name is, and More takes her to, like the night court, and then they go to this secret city called Valaris or whatever that no one knows still exists. Like War didn't touch it, nobody knew, not even Amarantha knew that it existed. Um, so that's where I am right now. Nothing more than that has happened except that she's met his close friends and that they are joined together. She's learning how to read, how to build shields in her mind so people can't read her brain, like her thoughts or whatever. And I think she's going to start training now, but I'm not sure. That's where we left off. All I know is I got spoiled that she and Ryzen actually end up being mates and end up like being together, and then they have a son together. I did get spoiled for that, which is fine. It is what it is. But I am expecting good things from this book, hopefully. Anyway, sorry for the ramble, the rant. Well, you can look at like the Fortnite screen, but I am done. Um, so thank you so much for everything, and I do hope that you enjoy your weekend. I will see you probably in like 3 months, maybe. Yeah. All right. Bye.